Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the 8th-year passer, two-time Pro Bowler from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard.
Throwing, Prescott.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 83 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
Into the hands of Hendershot. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays you can't account for?
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Hurt sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Stiff-armed him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yard,
touchdown, Washington! Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 29-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for,
and it's 3rd and short.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. You talk about this Falcon defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The Falcons at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Commanders' 9-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Swift.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Takedown.
46 yards.
And the Falcons add 6 to their lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Commanders.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And one more time, here's Kirk. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Falcons.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. 2nd down and 4. Now Prescott. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Touchdown! Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now Shudak for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts in the offense heading back out. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this 1st half as his guys start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Open man right side is Rice. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Tony Pollard with a touchdown run. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bijan Robinson, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He was slicing and dicing this defense and wound up with 3 touchdown passes in the first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Swift going to try up the middle to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And it's third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Swift again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jalen Waddle
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Washington first down.
Throwing, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
First down, Washington.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the move past the 40. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's got room to roam, and he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10.
Hurts to the right side and caught by Dell.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds Aguilar over the middle.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. This is Swift on the counter.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
And the Washington offense heading out. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And again, it's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Nice play by Vea, one of the biggest names and biggest players in the NFL, and someone who took big strides as a pass rusher last season. A nice campaign with 6.5 sacks and plays the run oh so well.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to Rice. Here's 2nd and a yard. To the air again, Prescott. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Prescott. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now Prescott.
5 at the 31-yard line.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6.
To throw, Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And they will take a knee here. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.